Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Why? Because during those tough times, they don't see a lack of resources. They understand that the ultimate resource is the ability to be resourceful. And that's why we're here at Sweat 1000 today. The first step to making sure that you're putting yourself into the right emotional state is moving your body, getting your physiology correct. But wait, let's get into something a little bit more comfortable. So there we have it. I'm in something a little bit more comfortable, but I know what you're thinking. Craig, where is your guest this week?
It's me, Siv Ngesi, and welcome to Coffee with Craig.
So Siv, thanks for joining us on Coffee with Craig this week. It's awesome to have you. So I know we're getting into summertime, and most people want to get that summer body. They want to get those six-pack abs. And I know you've just been on the cover of Men's Health, showing your six-pack abs, but I think we want to find out, are they real or were they photoshopped?
I have an 8-pack, but...
An 8-pack,
just to correct you. No, for that Men's Health, I worked my ass off, man. I was working out 2 to 3.5 hours a day. I was doing about an hour and a half of running, 2 hours of weights, dieting, eating 6 to 8 meals a day. So it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Okay.
2.5, 3 months.
3 months of hard training.
And everything, because I think it's all margins. So if you work on your back, it helps you build your chest. And it helps your traps, it helps you build. So it's all
Should you show me? Should we do something?
Certainly.
Let's do something.
So for me, for building my biceps, I did something called sevens, which is 7, 7, 7, right? And that just pushes you, so that's 21, but 7, 7, 7, right?
Okay. Do you think I can do it? We'll see. Oh, shucks.
So you start 7, up to there, do 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you go up from here. Then you go 4, down, 1. Another misconception is big weights. I don't really believe in big weights.
I'm just going to put this down.
Yeah, put it down. I don't really believe in big weights. Many people are all about big weights. For me, I'm all about just being able to... So I just do normal boxing, and it's just like literally some of the best fitness in the world, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or just like a jab, oh, right there, the heart. For me, everyone loves to hit the face, but the most dangerous punch is definitely the one right there to the kidney or the liver, boom. But yeah, man, it's definitely the best workout for me. It helps, I can eat what I want as long as I'm boxing.
Okay, and skipping? Do you like skipping?
Yeah, I love skipping. There's no boxing without skipping.
Okay.
Yeah, all the way.
Okay.
Try, man. Try it. Oh, yes, I wouldn't want to be in a dark alley with you. That was called sarcasm.
So there we have it. We've been working out a little bit with Siv, putting ourselves into the right physical shape. Next, we're going to move on to the next part of making sure you put yourself into the right emotional state. The next step of making sure that you're putting yourself in the right emotional state is what you concentrate and focus on. So Siv, I'd love to chat to you a little bit more about this, because we obviously live in a crazy world here in South Africa, and there's so much going on, especially at the moment.
How sexy is that? Okay, cool. This is why I don't drink hot. This is hot chocolate. No, Yeah.
Okay, so Siv, obviously bad things happen. You spill your coffee. We live in this crazy world in South Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, you spill your hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
You spill your hot chocolate.
Like me, hot chocolate.
Okay. And how do you focus on the humor in South Africa with all these difficult things that are going on around us?
I think humor is the one thing that has actually gotten South Africa through the tough times. So that's why I think a lot of the times when you travel overseas and they're like South Africans, ooh, we've got some dark humor. Because that's the only way you can do is laugh as a South African, you know? And for me, I'm always trying to find the funny and the serious a lot of the times. And I'm just trying to find the punchline. And, you know, but there are times when you have to be serious.
No, for sure.
But definitely, if it wasn't for the funny, COVID would have been a difficult experience.
Yeah. So I find wherever you focus, you give energy to that, and that almost grows. So if you're just concentrating on all the negativity around us, everything bad happening, you put yourself into this bad emotional state, and it doesn't give you the power to go out there and find opportunities and actually be a productive person in the world.
Yeah, agreed. You know, like that guy over there outside, the taxi driver who just hooted, he has got a job, and his job is to get from point A to point B. He can either make it difficult throughout the day or can it be positive, you know? And for me, I just find that the energy that I put forward in anything in life, I try to be as positive as possible. You have ups and you have downs, but even at my worst, I'm more positive than most humans.
Okay.
And energy is very important.
And why do you think that is? Why do you think you're more positive?
I think for me, I've realized the power in positivity, and I think as soon as you can realize the power in positivity and attain what you can get out of being positive, because sometimes people get irritated with you when you're too positive. You know?
So you've done well, especially during this period of time of lockdown. You've been busy the whole time. What's made you not just sit back and moan and be upset about the environment and actually just keep moving forward?
Because there's only so much Pornhub you can watch. you know, I'm joking. I think the secret to lockdown is I think everyone in the beginning thought lockdown was going to be 3 weeks. So people were like, oh, we're going to take a holiday, going to learn a new hobby, or we're just going to relax and do nothing. You know, and then you realize that you shouldn't have done nothing. I kept on being productive. I kept on learning. I kept on learning new skills. I kept on gymming. I kept on putting the goals down. For me, lockdown wasn't a break. It was an opportunity to make myself better, to improve on myself, and to continuously add to my artillery of ammo.
Okay, I love that.
And I think a lot of people sat there and they've been relaxing. It's been 4 months. 4 months already? Mm-hmm. And people are coming out and their knives are blunt. Their guns aren't working. Yeah. That isn't a Viagra joke, right? But I think the most important part about it is that I kept productive. And that's why I'm working more than all of them.
Okay, so you focused on improving yourself.
Yeah,
working, getting better all the time. I think that's a key element to putting yourself into the right emotional state. And I think something else, probably the third point of putting yourself into the right emotional state, is the language that you use. You're obviously having conversations with other people, but you spend most of your time having a conversation with yourself. What type of language and conversation do you have with yourself to keep yourself going in these tough times?
You know, for me, my biggest hero is Muhammad Ali. I have his poster on my wall. I continuously tell myself how great I am. I refuse to be told otherwise. And I think we as humans we're not, you know, for example, for living, you put yourself first when it comes to life and death. But to every day moving around every single day, people try to put other people first. I think that if you cannot love yourself, you cannot love other people. If you cannot put into yourself, you have nothing to put out to other people. And I think a lot of people need to get that balance right. For me, my motto in life is the only thing that's bigger than my ego is my heart.
Okay.
And as soon as my ego is bigger than my heart is the day I know I need to reevaluate things.
So I love the fact that you've spoken about improving yourself during lockdown. You've been watching motivational videos, you've been reading, you've been improving yourself the whole time, and you've been grateful for the situation that you find yourself in. Mm-hmm. What would you tell most South Africans? How can they make sure they're putting themselves into the right emotional state to be successful in these tough times?
I think people are scared to succeed. You know, when you succeed, there's definitely other responsibilities that need to come with it. And you know, you have to work hard, you have to do things that other people aren't doing. You have to work extra long. Like, there's no 9 to 5 when you really want to get to your goal.
Yeah.
You know, you take your work home with you. And I think a lot of people are scared to succeed. I think it's easier to sit back and just be a mediocre self. You know what I mean? I think that's the harsh truth of it all. But I think the best thing for me is what people think of you has got nothing to do with you. Dogs only bark at moving cars, never parked ones. When you're walking on water, people will laugh at you that you can't swim.
Okay, all right.
And
I like that.
Eagles don't fly with pigeons.
There we go.
And lions don't care what sheep have to say about them. So for me, I think the most important thing that I've learned to be able to get to the position that I am is what people think of me has got nothing to do with me.
Okay, that's great. So who is Siv in 5 years' time?
Even better. I think, can I tell you what I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in anything. I say positive energy and giving back to other people. But my definition of hell is meeting the man that I could have become if I worked harder and I took all the positions that I could have taken. Could you imagine being in your deathbed and the man that you could have become is sitting right next to you, or the woman that you could have become is sitting right next to you, and he or she is saying, listen, Craig, if you just worked a little harder, look where I am now. I am this, you know what I mean? So for me, that's my definition of a hell, and I never want to meet that guy.
And finding out the potential you could have actually had.
Yeah, so I repeat, my definition of hell is meeting the man that I could have become if I just worked harder, smarter, and I took all the opportunities that were available.
That's great, that's perfect. So there we have it. We've just chatted to Siv Ngesi. We found out a little bit more about him, what he gets up to inside of the gym, what he focuses on from a positivity point of view, how he's grateful for what he's achieved over all the years. And this is a man that works incredibly hard to become the person he's destined to be. So Siv, thank you so much for being on Coffee with Craig. It's been a pleasure having you on the show, and I'm sure everyone's learned a lot of it from you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother. Thank you so much for having me.
Cheers.